Welcome back to the cause. Yesterday, I was flooded with a lot of love, a lot of love and very appreciated. However, in my other videos, some of my other videos, some people are believing that I'm not carefully listening out the lyrics. And I purposely left out people dilate in the dark. I purposely left it out. Genesis rain and it rains when it starts. I left those two parts out because they are separate identifiers. Think about what I'm saying. Just think about what I'm saying. So when I break down lyrics, I break them down in a certain way. I'm giving it a true meaning for the artist himself. I'm looking at the artist, not the gathering of the collective. I'm looking at Ren. And I'm trying to show you how Ren is thinking throughout his lyrics. Whether I got it correctly or not, maybe he has something different in mind when he speaks. For instance, in Money Game, I was saying that in that song, he was talking about the greed of money, what it would do to society, how it would cause people that are in higher places to be certain ways, or no, to make us feel inferior if we don't have it. And life is like a lottery. Sometimes you get the richest, sometimes you don't. And then he's talking about the other things that come along coupled with money that causes xenophobia and racism. That's what he's basically talking about in Money Game. He speaks about other things, yes, absolutely. But basically, that's what he's talking about. Maybe I should switch up the way I'm reacting to Ren. I want you guys to really give me some feedback after watching this particular reaction video. I don't want to disappoint anybody. Now, if you want me to break it down bar by bar, I'll do that too. I'll break it down bar by bar, and I'll show you what I'm thinking. Whether it's his true intent or not. Because, an artist, when a lyricist writes, they have a particular thing in mind. And it may not come across the same way a hearer might perceive it. It may be deeper, and it may be something that he didn't even really consider while writing it. Sometimes you write in a flow. You write how you feel. It's like writing a diary. You might write one thing in a diary and reflect back on it years later and say, wow, I was thinking those thoughts, but not necessarily that way. That's the same thing with a lyricist. When you write a book, some people write like Shakespeare, reading Romeo and Juliet. People have thousands of different ways of how they're looking at it, but the theme of the story was a tragedy of love. You see what I'm saying? You can take it in many different ways. You could piecemeal it however you want to see it. But, at the end of this video, I'm going to do my regular reaction that I usually do. Give credence where credence is due, and just give you my personal take on it. But I really appreciate the love, though, from all the renegades out there. And you guys have been like absolutely amazing. And the only reason why I even put my lyrics on top of the sketch of Ren, I didn't want to deface his music, like put something to his music that he didn't okay me to do. That would be wrong. That's like someone using my music and putting it with their artwork. It would make no sense. Didn't get my okay. And especially if they're doing a reaction with my music, with my song, and then they have their drawing mixed in with the song that I created. That would be absolutely dismissive of my approval or not, so that's my whole point. I think Ren is, like I said, he's one of a kind. I mean, loyalists, you guys can be the way you choose to be. I shouldn't direct a person on how to speak to me in regards to Ren, who they listen to all the time, or who you guys listen to all the time. You shouldn't be ashamed to say, like, look, I don't appreciate this part, or I don't appreciate that. Or when I was doing Ninu, 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 I just thought that was creative in the last song I did, Genesis. I thought that was very creative, unafraid, breaking the fetters of like, this is what a normal person may do, but this is what I'm doing. Like a lobotomy, I'm gonna get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? This neuropathy. I said nervous, and I know it's a nerve condition in the brain, and it spreads throughout the body. Not only the brain, but through the spinal cord. You know what I mean? So I'm saying that through these nerves that flare out through the whole body, he's saying that he's almost being affected like a kidney stone. You know what I mean? Just vibrating, you know what I'm saying, through his body, this pain that he used the word after all his life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to use profanity. You know what I'm saying? He said he's been messed up all his life, going through what he had to go through. So yes, for everybody, Genesis reign, and it reigns when it starts. And there's no going back. That's what he's basically saying, to the old ways, man. That's my take on it. So people die late in the dark. People die late in the dark. But yes, it's true. And that that boy cold. That boy cold. He's a rock star. You know what I mean? The boy's a rock star. You feel me? But today, with the Ren journey, I'm going to do, what does your love look like, renegades? What does it look like? What does it look like? Let's check him out. I guess he's featured with Token, so let's get to it though.
I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? 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 As much as I do wanna love you, I feel like we're speaking two different languages. Your house had a gate and mine had instigated, so that's the environment we feel safer in. You thought it was crazy how long that it took me to tell you I love you, like that was the weirdest. I only heard dad say I love you with mom in the room when he went back to singing his lyrics. So how could you blame me, cause you always choose to. You always choose to. You wanna know where I'll be at all the time, but that's not what I'm used to. Not what I'm used to. You knew where your dad was at work or he's home when he's taking the load up. I didn't know where until 1:24 the day I got that phone call. And I let the phone drop. I'm trying to be my best to be a gentleman. I'm trying to learn, I never had the chance. I still look to my manager, but he gon' teach me how to be a rapper before a good man. I grew up afraid to find a letter on mama's dresser telling us goodbye. I'm used to it all, so you don't gotta hold back and cry. But I gotta tell you why. I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
I'm not right for you, but I won't get up and leave. Cause I hate the pain that has colored my veins, that is present in solitary. What does your love look like? Does it look black and white? Is it your kryptonite? Do all your demons get louder at night and the voices get softened when we're intertwined? I've been going to therapy lately, cause the cause and the fact made me hate the way that I feel when the loving gets real. Cause I just wanna run and escape the pressure that paints me. Pressure of safety, pressures of promises that turn to maybes. Pressure of bravely moving in the same direction. The pressure been driving me crazy. So my therapist said that these wounds that I kept were created when I was a kid. And just like that, all my thoughts raced back to a Welsh town, 96. My mother was crying, my father was screaming and shouting, denying the sin of deceiving and cheating and lying. The weeds are uprooted, the garden is dying, but still she forgives. This cycle repeats, every night I try to sleep, hearing the screams through concrete, mothering peace, a vision of love, a lesson that fused with the cells in my blood. A lesson that taught me that love ain't enough and that love can be porcelain when times get tough. Flash forward 5 years later, sitting in the passenger seat of my dad's car with my maker. My dad looked shaken, turned to face him, the words that he spoke cutthroat like razor. He said, Ren, sometimes love can be complicated, navigating a world that we co-created. And I've made mistakes, but I will love you daily. And just like that, it's just me and my mum and my sis. The stress left mum disabled for a bit. I grew up fast then, cause I gotta be a new Ren. Strong for my sister, my mum at a loose end. Confused but moving through the confusion. My born new love feels fake like what does your love look like? Does it tear your inside? Does it keep you up at night? My brother. Does it make you feel like a fist in your windpipe? Suffocate the feeling of what love's meant to feel like. Navigating you, but I'm still not quite right. One night stand, make the pain stop one night. One more heart to the blade of my cold night. What does your love look like?
You realize how hard that I work and you told me you feel for me. If I lost all my motivation tomorrow, would you still love me? It's easy to love when I'm up, when I'm down and you leaving. You can't even give me an answer cause you never seen it, and that's why it's hard to believe it. If you need help but I'm too far away, is it over for you? Maybe I'm just not the person for you, even though I still could be the soul for you. Maybe we are meant to be together, but our history got in the way. Your trust issues, my fear issues, too many issues at play. You yell fast, I get quiet, you wanna see more passion. I've seen what real yelling can lead to, so no, I don't have it. I grew up afraid to see holes in a wall in a room that was locked from inside. I promise I'm used to it all. You don't gotta ever hold back and cry, but I gotta tell you why. I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
That had been token at the beginning and end. I could tell by the rap styles, not only the voice but the rap style and the material. You know, Token's nice too. You know, he said his manager would teach him about the industry, but not how to become a man. I thought that was decent. He's decent. I like his metaphors too, but I want to deal with Ren. Yeah, boy got vocals. Someone said, "Oh yeah, you appreciate him as a lyricist, but not as a singer." Man, this boy can sing. Listen, he can sing his AWS off. Period. I mean, like you could tell he knows how to sing. He has a twang, but a resonant twang. It's quite unique in its flavor. I haven't heard his range yet, but yeah. And yeah, he's strumming that guitar again. I see. I like the synthesizers too. I mean, how they're like bringing in like the full embodiment of the music. But I'm gonna get to his lyrics right now. Check this out. When he spoke about, he said something like this: "I've been going to therapy lately because the cause and effect makes me hate the way that I feel when the love is getting real." Because the cause and effect, yeah, that's right. Because the cause and effect make me hate. Because the cause and effects make me hate thee. Now check that out. Because the cause and effects make me hate thee. Way that it feels when the love is getting real. Makes me hate thee. Makes me hate you. Then it says, cause me to hate the way that I feel when the love is getting real. Come on, man. I don't even think you understand what I'm saying. Because he goes into, you know, what happened at 96 in Welsh when his dad came in, you know, the shouting, you know, that he mentioned. I mean, like, it's kind of hard for me to exactly remember how he was using the stances or his breakdown. But he was talking about in 96 when his father and mother were arguing because of the lying and the cheating that he was basically doing, you know? And what he remembers from that causes him to feel a certain way when he gets into a real relationship because of his past trauma. Being left with his mother and sis towards the end of this verse. What did he say? The weeds were uprooted, the garden is dying, yet she still forgives. I think he says something like that. He says something like that. The weeds were uprooted, meaning that all the bad things were trying to be pulled out of the way, that she was trying to, the mother was trying to fix the relationship. That's why in one part he said it was muddled. Like, you know, it seemed like it was good and bad. You know, this piece was muddled. I believe he used that terminology, muddled piece or something like that. But he was basically saying that his mother was trying to uproot the bad things out of their life, but the garden is still dying. But she still forgives. She's trying to forgive, even though she knows it's not going to work. And then when he gets in the car with his father, he said with his maker, maybe he's talking about his dad being his maker, or his dad and his maker, or with God being with them, trying to keep them together. Who knows what he's saying in this instance? But his dad told him something that he'll never forget. Some things just don't work as we navigate through this life. We are co-created, male and female, co-created. But he said he made mistakes, but he still love him daily. What does your love look like? Oh, man. Boy, it's cold, man. Just study the way I break down lyrics, man, and just try to see it the way I'm seeing it, and then you see clearly that I understand where Ren is coming from. That's why I said that he's a positive person. I'm looking at the body of what he's trying to accomplish. This guy is like different, otherworldly, causes me to pause and think, especially when it gets serious. Yeah, man. Like, what was that chorus? I'm not right for you, but I'm what I should be. I try to change you, you try to change me. Wow. We never change, do we? Man, though. What does your love look like? And then towards the end, I think it was a bridge or something that he mentioned, like if we were able to get into a relationship, it'd be like the Truman Show. Like, dude, like pretend like it was never real in the first place. I've been going to therapy lately. Come on, man. So I like the only dude, this guy Ren is gold, man. Oh my goodness, man. Token is nice too, man. I was considering his lyrics, but I was more focused in on what Ren was talking about. Like, Token, he dealt with a lot of relationship issues. He talked about the fights he heard and stuff like that when he was young. I think it was traumatic. It almost makes me believe that Ren may have heard his verse before writing his two verses. Must have heard Token's two verses before writing his verse. It's just an amazing song. What does your love look like? I mean, absolutely incredible, man. This guy shines light into a darkened room, like in a pitch black room. He brings in light. He illuminates it with like a certain brilliance that is not easily achievable by other rappers. That's why I say that you can't really now I understand you can't really compare him to anybody. I didn't understand that at first because I didn't have like people to truly compare him to, or I didn't have like other parts of his work that he already had put out there. Like, this guy has done, from what I've been reading, massive amount of work, like 1 million subscribers on YouTube that he has. This show, I don't know if it was a documentary or some type of whatever, I don't know yet. I didn't really get that from what I've read, but it shows you how he is as a person, and 8 chapters, I believe, too, as well. And then he has a whole body of work, and the group that he was with is called The Push. I didn't I didn't overread that too. I had gotten that wrong yesterday. But this guy is a real Viking, like a real hero, This guy, he's not even wearing a cape though. Where's his cape? His whole physiognomy is open. You know what I'm saying? Like, his whole facial topography is out there. Everybody can see who he is. That's Ren. You know what I'm saying? Like, that dude is gold. Man, I wonder if he has a Batmobile. He's fighting crime in Gotham. I thought he was from Wales though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this guy's different, man. Yeah, he's different. He's different. To all the renegades out there, I really appreciate your support. You guys have been great. Don't forget, if you want to get that drawing that I did yesterday, And I did this too to show you that, the rap itself, I did it because I wanted you guys to see that I know lyrical bars. I know like what it takes to make a good song. And I'm saying that Ren, he's on a different level that I've seen, that I've witnessed, that I've heard. Like he's on a different level. I can't compare him to anybody. He's on a different level. He's doing something different. I haven't heard it yet. Please enlighten me. I haven't heard it yet. Period. But however, if you want to get the drawing that I did yesterday, you have to go to my page. Go to the bio link. Go to the bio link on my page, on my channel page. Go to the bio link and you'll be able to get the drawing, copy of the drawing. And you will be supporting your boy too. I would really appreciate that, Yeah, but yeah, he's one of the greats. I mean, one of the greats that I'm beginning to understand right now. I can't really put a person like in that status until I've heard a lot. But I'm saying he's great at what he does. I'm saying one of the greats. People say Mount Rushmore and stuff like that. I can't do that because I don't know him like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you talking about Tupac Shakur, you talking about Eminem being up there, Ice Cube, I dare say J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying people that that's been in the game doing like wondrous things, in their own rights, what I'm saying? In their own rights. Ren is, he's up there. I mean, as far as trying to, I just, at this moment, I can't do that. I don't have enough material to say that he's up there. He's been grafted into that Mount Rushmore. You know what I'm saying? But I will say that that boy is on a level that I haven't seen anybody on before. So I can't really identify where he is yet. You know what I'm saying? Like he's on a different level. I mean, maybe he's the one that was, carving them into the mountain. You know what I'm saying? He was like, okay, maybe he was the guy that was sculpting them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I don't even want to say that because, man, bro, he's a prodigy, man. He's a genius. I mean, a straight genius. Listen, I'm rambling again. My bad. My fault. To all my subscribers, I really appreciate you. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate your subscription. Yeah. Leave a like. Share this video. Leave a comment below. And until next time, deuces.